Hello, everybody. I'm trying to get my window to open up here. There we go, so I can read it. Oh, it's been a long day today. Going to be 98 degrees here today in sunny California. Tomorrow it will be 100. I will be on tomorrow at 3 o'clock, just to let everybody know for our oracle readings. Today we're doing personal readings. Of course, we're doing for $5 donation. You can ask a question. Anybody can donate. It would really be appreciated so that I can cover expenses to run the program today. So far, we have a Trend Zone. I have Tammy, Marby, Tony, and Trend Zone in the room so far. I've been packing in here, and everything's got moved around. Let me grab a deck of cards here. I think I got all the cards I've been using, my oracles, and then a couple of extra decks over here behind me. Slowly getting my desk cleared off. I'm trying to separate. This room is my office and my sewing room, so I've got a mix of sewing and tarot stuff all mixed together. So I've been sorting things out in here, trying to get this room packed down. There's a lot of stuff inside. I'm going to do a reading for the collective. Okay, the underlying card of the reading for the collective is the Queen of Wands. This is that strong Queen of Wands. She uses her knowledge, her power, her strength as she rules her county, her collective. We have the Fool, where we are stepping into a new journey at this point in time, taking that walk of faith. And we're feeling a little bound up right now with everything that's going on in this world of uncertainty and an unprecedented economy right now, and the cost of gas and all that. We're feeling a little bound up. We do need to release ourselves from that energy so that we can move forward into a more positive light. It's hard to do when gas prices are over $5 an hour. Well, I live in California, so my gas prices are over $5 an hour. If you're fortunate to live someplace that's less expensive, more power to you. And I don't live in the expensive part of California. I live in the cheap part of California. Southern California, Northern California prices are probably over $6 a gallon if anybody's in the room from those areas. Please sing in on your gas prices. We do have that hangman right now. We are we're hanging upside down, the hangman, looking at everything from a full perspective. Um, right now, all I can say is our government can't. Well, if they can sing all the songs they want to sing and tell us how great the economy is doing, how much money they're making hands. I mean, we are making hands over fists. Hollywood is they are. Because I haven't seen a dime of that money. Have any of you? In fact, I keep on reading how they're going to screw us out of our Social Security since I'm living on Social Security. I can't wait to be made unalive by the Social Security Administration. That should be a fun journey to go through because that is the plan, I guess. Listening to Dr. Weir this morning announced that, yeah, that's the plan is, with ICE going in and deporting everybody, and they're just plugging in, they're unaliving everybody that may have access to a Social Security number, which means if that person they arrest is an illegal immigrant and they provide your Social Security number to ICE, you could be dead because they're going to inactivate your Social Security number, which will shut down your Social Security benefits, your bank accounts, your mortgage, your access to money, and you'll be treated as a dead person. Doesn't that sound exciting? I've heard that happening before. I don't know anybody that it has had to go through that nightmare, but it's not a wave of a magic wand and instantly it gets fixed. Now, you've got to provide a lot of documentation proving you are who you are. And yes, you are still breathing, believe it or not, even though you stand before them taking your next breath. It's got to be a little bit heartbreaking for those that get impacted by that. Hopefully, none of us. I certainly don't want that portion of my life to be turned off because that would not only impact my security, it would also impact my pension, which would be the rest of my livelihood. So yeah, we don't want that to happen. God, I could lose my house, I could lose everything. That would be terrible. Okay. So hopefully we'll get this straightened out by them bringing awareness. I'm just flipping my cards right side because I don't read reversals. Okay. As we come into this energy, of course, we've got the Nine of Swords. This is that stress that we're all under with the economy the way it is right now. And I don't know about you, but every time I hear the president speak or any of his minions speak about how grand everything's getting, it just makes me sick to my stomach. Because I haven't bought groceries in 3 weeks. And I'm pretty much wiping out my freezer right now. Yeah, I do have a freezer. I have no money to restock my freezer, so it'll be basic groceries here on out, and hopefully we won't run under. Plus, we're downsizing to move anyway, so I've been trying to clear out the freezer so I can sell it. But yeah, the groceries are getting expensive. Everything's getting expensive, and I'm not the only one feeling it. Everybody's feeling it, and I'm one of the fortunate ones that has a pension on top of my Social Security. I'm not living solely on Social Security, and those that are, I do not know how they're making it. Honestly, I honestly do not know how people are making it solely on a Social Security income right now. In the center of the reading, we get the Ace of Pentacles. This is telling us we do have financial stability. It is on our side. So hopefully, by Social Security Administration and different organizations acknowledging these things are going to happen, it'll stop it from happening. The courts will step in and kill this game plan and force a resolution before anything can be implemented to the point where it's causing serious hardships on people. Just a second. Pull my earphone out and it left the plug-in behind. I'll fix it later. Okay. Crossing that is the devil. Well, we know where this is coming from. That's the devil's energy crossing this. This is Trump's plan. This is his minions plan. I think Stephen Miller's behind this. Let's get rid of the disabled, the welfare benefits. I'm sorry, but Social Security is not a welfare benefit. It is something we've paid into, and it's an entitlement program. We've been forced into this type of retirement system by the federal government. We were not optioned in into that. Above us, we have the Four of Wands. This is us having a good foundation. You know, we're standing on this foundation. We were forced into this. We are entitled to this, and we're going to move forward. Buy gold and silver. I wish I had 10 cents to buy. Well, I wish I have a silver dime. Yeah. I have my silver. I have my silver dime. The 1964 silver dime. It's on the desk over there. Anyways, yeah. If I had the money to buy silver and gold, I do have a friend that does invest. Every time he gets his Social Security check, he pays all his bills, and everything left over goes into gold and silver. He literally does that. And then I'm not sure how he has the money otherwise. He does a lot of volunteer work for the church. God takes care of him, I guess. Below this, we have the Emperor and the world coming together. This is who I blame, the Emperor, and he's impacting the entirety of the world as we're moving forward, trying to get through this, mucking through this period of time of uncertainty. We are going to make it through this period of time. As we move forward, we get the Three of Swords. This is no, it's not the Three of Swords. This is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, Three of Wands, Three of Wands. I'm trying to blink. Three of Wands. It's working together. I don't have my book. Do I have it? No. I hate it when I draw blanks on a card that I've been reading 1,000 years. I have another deck. Progress, explanation, exploration. The meaning of a three wrong suggests that everything around your plans are going smoothly because they have taken the time to plan your future and are taking the steps to turn your plans into action. So, yeah. Okay. So that's what the Three of Wands is meaning as we're moving forward. The actions have been set forth and it will help moving us forward into this period of time. We are feeling like where the King of Cups is how we're emotionally feeling, and the environment is the Two of Pentacles. So we're feeling like emotionally we have strength to get through this period of time, and what we're looking for is that balance as a collective as we're moving forward with our finances, with the financial stability of our country. This is what we're seeking. A message from Spirit is we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the ability that we are going to come out of this financially okay. It's going to take some time. It's going to be a long ride, but we are going to come out of this okay. And I like the final card because it is the Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest moving knight, but it's the steadiest knight. So money will be coming in very slowly, trickling, but it will be there, keeping us with our heads above water. So that's what we really need. What is very, very smart? Investing in gold. Yeah. my friend Bob is adamant. He's getting ready to relocate, and I think that's how he's paying for his business startup on his business. Is he's invested in the gold. Now he's going to be cashing out, and he's a phenomenal cook. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome to the show. I'm just sliding through here and seeing who else is in there. Okay, so, anyways, I think in the end, Trump's continuing to try to break down the whole system and make his life more wealthy while we pay the prices for it. Which I don't care how hard he and his minions try to sell us. We're not going to buy anything otherwise. We aren't seeing the money trickle in our hands. The only person that's getting rich over this whole thing is the multi-billionaire president, who is hitting the emoluments clause 3 times over with the amount of money he's making, while he's not doing anything but redecorating DC and investing in himself, and foreign countries. Somehow we're going to muddle through this. I do not see Trump in office too much longer. I'm not sure his health is going to stand up. I keep on having, as I've said on many other readers programs in the background, and I keep on seeing a vision of him standing at a podium, giving a lecture, clenching his heart, falling over onto the ground, and being gurneyed off after having a massive stroke. I do not see after this incident happens him returning to the stage, because I don't believe he's going to be able to speak or walk after the massive stroke that I keep seeing him have. And that after a few AI videos saying, hey, he's fine and dandy, and we all know that they're AI videos, that JD Vance doesn't step in and go ahead and take the seat for a very short period of time, because I don't see him lasting past the spring. I don't even see him actually getting a VP announced before the rest of our government continues to fall apart. I do agree with Libby at Massar's Tarot. I do see an interim government coming into play. It is going to be a bipartisan government. We are going to have past presidents and past vice presidents, as well as representatives from each armed force, the generals. I think there'll be one from each division. Plus, I see Bush, I see Pence, I see Clinton, I see Obama, I see Harris, all stepping forward. There will not be one person standing up as I am the leader of the group. It is going to be a group consensus. They're going to work in conjunction with each other to make decisions and balance out what's been going on and what's been destroyed in our nation. This will last to a period of time in which we hold the actual elections for the next presidential run, which will happen in 2028 as scheduled. This is just to pull the government back together and try to keep it functioning. I think we will be able to get out of the war with Iran when the president steps out of office and he's no longer involved with the negotiation, because they're not going to negotiate with Trump. He is not a worthy component to strike any agreement with. As far as I'm concerned, we need to pull our guys out. If Israel wants to continue shooting bullets at Iran, more power to him. Let him do it and let him get the sweet revenge back. No, I think about the Israel people like I think about Americans under Trump. Trump is our president, but he doesn't represent us as a people, and I think Israel's the same way. Israel is a people, and Netanyahu is their president, but he is not representative of his people. I think his people are just as in the same boat we are with our president. This is 100% my opinion only, and for entertainment purposes only. I will throw that one in there as a given. But right now, our country's a train wreck politically. And until Trump is either taken out or is taken out by spirit or is taken out by somebody, we're going to be under his reign for a period of time longer, unfortunately. I have, I'm going to go to the readings now. Feel a little bit discombobulated today. I don't know why. But I am going to go directly off the list. And my first reading today is going to be for Tammy. Thank you for your donation, Tammy. Did you have a question today? On. There we go. Okay, Tammy, I'm going to read a general. I don't see. Oh, yeah, here it is. You said a general, please. Thank you. Okay. I'll be right back. Don't worry about it. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Tammy. Oh, I like your cards, Tammy. The underlying card of the reading is the Spirit of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. He is telling you to stay in your strength. He's that messenger, is to stay in your strength and stand in what you believe in. Also, that is followed by the Six of Wands. You're going to be recognized for something that you've accomplished. So I like that. And then the Four of Cups. Offers are going to be made, and they're telling you that you need to take into consideration each offer. These are going to impact you emotionally. So each offer that's being presented towards you is going to be something that will emotionally change your life and give you something to look forward to in the future. As we move into the reading, we get Justice. So that is you finding balance, and justice is always weighing the scales of justice, and that's finding balance within your life. as you're moving forward. So I see this as a balancing card more than I'm seeing this as you're in any kind of legal jeopardy. You are in the beginning of a new journey during this period of time because you get the Fool's card, and this is that leap of faith. It's time to take that leap of faith moving forward into the week coming. You get the Action of Cups. That's that steady moving night that is going to bring abundance towards you. So as you step forward in this period of time, this night is going to let you know that you have abundance coming your way, and that's going to leave you in balance. It's part of your balance, and you're just that Justice card is that balance. You need to go with the flow as you're moving through here with the Spirit of Cups. Got a lot of cups in your reading, of course. Cups are abundance. It's that water energy. That's that fluidness. And this is my the Spirit of Cups. This is my go with the flow. So as you're moving through this period of time this week, you need to go with the flow as it's being presented to you. This is going to bring you success. It's also going to bring you partnerships, because the final card of this reading is that Three of Pentacles. And that is that partnership. You're going to work in conjunction with other people during this period of time to secure your finances. So this partnerships will bring you abundance, and it'll bring you financial stability. So I love these cards, and I love the energy that's running behind them. So blessings to you, Tammy. And the next up is Gerald, who also sent a donation in, and I know Gerald wants a general reading as well. And I do appreciate the donations. This has been a crazy month, hasn't it? I've been getting a lot done. I've been working with Veterans United on securing financing for the new house, which I've got pre-approval on. A contingent, of course, on the sale of my home. She wanted to know how we were going, how we were getting along. And I said, we're getting almost to the end now. I'm down to my last 2 rooms. My husband's finishing up his 1 room. He hasn't touched that garage yet. I think he can do that while the house is up for sale. The garage is not going to stop the sale of the house. But yeah, I got my stack of boxes ready to go. I need to assemble them and get everything packed down now. I got all my cards and stuff in here, and my sewing stuff are going into these smaller, manageable boxes because I have a lot of. I saved a lot of the little Amazon boxes. I thought they'd be great, and they'll tuck into my sewing room quite well and store well. So without having great big boxes of things, so. Just trying to get it all condensed. And I had packed down all my winter sweaters and stuff in there. I vacuum packed them, and I'm sitting there. They're sitting in my bedroom, sitting across from my bed. I'm sitting there looking at them, and I'm thinking, I need to pop those open. I need to go through them again, because I know there's sweaters and stuff that I haven't worn in a couple of years, and I think I'm going to get rid of those and donate them. That somebody else has some use. Plus, I'm moving to a colder climate, so some of my sweaters are California weight sweaters, which are great in the springtime in the East Coast, but they aren't necessarily warm. So I'm gonna go through that and box those down. I'm gonna do that this afternoon, because I can sit in my room and do that and get it done, and then I've got 2 bags going down for donations, so might as well make it 3 or 4. An overabundance of clothes. The underlying card of the reading, trend zone, is the Ace of Wands. That's your creativity, your your strength. That's that fire energy, that firepower that you're going through. Um, that's the buy the gold and buy the silver. That's moving you in your strength, your power, your ability to understand those investments. I should consult with you. We should trade services. You can help me out, teach me how to invest properly, and I can read for you. Um, it is followed by the Spirit of Wands. Okay, we are going to get a lot of this creativity. The Spirit of Wands is that messenger. Stay in your truth. Stay in your knowledge. Be creative in how you're going about doing your investments and seeking your abundance. And of course, we get justice, that balance card again. That's that financial justice in your investments, in your favorite hobby of investing and playing with those numbers is going to bring you balance into your life. As we move into the reading, we get the Seven of Wands. Look, all this Wands energy, wands everywhere today. And that Seven of Wands is telling me that you are rising above it all. You are standing above, fighting off anything below, and that is bringing you ascension and success. So as you move forward during this period of time, yes, you are going to ascend and you're going to be successful in doing this. We get the celebration cards with the Three of Cups and emotional cards of celebrating. Of course, we celebrate with our coffee or our tea. And I have switched from the coffee now to the barrel of tea because it's summer and I get my 2 cups of coffee in first thing in the morning, and I switch to my gallon of tea in the afternoon because I must stay afloat, so to speak. So this is a celebration, though. Right in the center of reading, we have another set of wands, and that is the Five of Wands here. This is a little bit of infighting. I don't know if this is on the job or within family, but there is a little bit of infighting going on. This could be infighting with yourself of deciding what it is and isn't going to be the direction you're going this month in your investments, in your hobby, as you move forward. But this is a moment of time that is going to set you back a little bit. It's an obstacle card. But it's inner conflict. So once you make a decision to get past this, the sun is going to shine on you. So whatever it is that's in conflict with you, maybe a decision you're making towards how you're going to invest in your silver and gold, where you're going to put the majority of your investment or whatever, as you're shedding on the gold and silver investments. Yes, I wish I had the money to invest that way. Let me get moved and we'll discuss it in a few months. But yeah, the sun is going to be shining on you as usual. I don't have a lot of pinnacle cards. The last pinnacle card is not the pinnacle card that you want to be seeing in this reading, but the sun is going to be shining on you. The final card of this reading, though, as you have guessed, is the Five of Pentacles. You might be feeling a little bit out in the cold from one of the decisions you made. So be forewarned when you're investing. Remember, you're gambling with your own money when you invest. So educate yourself, take every caution to the wind. And like I said, if you can't, like I said, when I gamble, I walk in. I don't gamble because I can't afford to lose money. So if you can afford to walk in and give the cashier your investment and walk away, then you're okay. You're doing good. If you can't afford to lose that money, you're gambling on money that is going to be what keeps you afloat in your future. You may want to think twice before making that investment, making that gamble. But you know what? I don't give legal advice and I don't give financial advice because I am the last person people need to be taking financial advice from. You're better off trusting yourself, Jared. Anyways, yeah, you're going to feel a little bit left out in the cold. This is not a permanent situation, though. As you well know, you always come out of that. That is the pinnacle I got for you today, was the Five of Pentacles, though. So I would be forewarned to be doing too many investments. I think if you're putting money into gold and silver, I think it is pretty stable. You're not going to lose your shirt doing that. that is a very safe bet if you're playing the market, the stock markets. I think the economy is so volatile right now, and the stock market so manipulative. You're gambling with your own money, and you might end up right in that negative place. Um, so yeah, that would be my take on it. As I look at the number and I follow the energy of the stock market, and remember the stock market is an energetic flow of money. I see it going up and down and taking sharp climbs and sharp falls. It's an extremely manipulated market right now because of the president, and every announcement that he makes shakes the stability of the market. Even the people that are invested regularly in the market aren't trusting the market right now because there's one announcement from a big spike and a big fall. So, anyways, that's where I stand on it. If you're going to do investments and in the stock markets and things like that, be forewarned. It is not stable right now. You want to protect your money and be very frugal with how you're spending your money. If you have the money to invest in gold and silver, I tend to lean towards Gerald perspective. It all over the last few years. It's on a constant, and it's holding its value. That is a great way to put money back. And I always say, if you're going to invest in gold and silver, invest in the real thing in your hand, not just paper, not just certificates saying you're holding it, but the actual coin, the actual minted gold and silver, because it is tradable. And the piece of paper is only as good as it's written on. You may say you own it, but it may not be as valuable as the actual real gold and silver in your hand. Somebody said to me once, "Oh yeah, buy silver coin. You can buy rolls and rolls of silver coin. The value of the coins is not necessarily because you got a roll of silver dimes. They're not worth 10 cents. They're worth the value of each individual coin by date and condition. So it makes it a better investment than just in a roll of quarters or a roll of dollars or a roll of anything." So, anyways, I know nothing, so to speak. Okay. I hope that's helpful. Hope that's helpful for you, Trinzone. Just what you needed to hear, huh, Tammy? Okay. Yeah, the US dollar is devalued, but when you're buying silver coin, the value of the roll of the $10 roll of quarters, or the, I don't know what a roll of dimes is worth, $5. I don't know. It's worth the value of the mint of the coin rather than the actual dollar amount that the coin's face value is, because it is silver, and it's got the coin weight, and then of course the age and condition of the coins that make it more valuable. My sister's the one that collects coins in my family. I have a few of them that have significant dates on, like a 42 quarter and just the year my father was born. And I have a 64 dime the year I was born, and they're silver. I got my mother's birthday, my sister's, just late enough that they started converting coins from silver to whatever they're making out of now, nickel and aluminum, I guess. I don't know what. I know there's a nickel mix in them, but yeah. So and we collected them. I have tons of wheat bags and things like that I've gathered up through the years. I even have a couple of Indian head nickels, the old ones, that I've collected through the years. Anyways, let's go up to the list and beginning of the list. And the next person in the room after Tammy was Marby. Okay. I hope this finds you well, Marby. Let's see what kind of card to get from the day. Notice you've had a card driven lately on the last few weeks coming through. I think you've got taking control of the situation now. Let's see what comes up. The underlying card of the reading is the death and rebirth. So you're in a period of time and new transitions into the ending of this last period and moving forward into the restart of your new journey. You're finding justice in this period of time, that balance and fairness that's coming through. And I feel like this is not a court situation justice, but it is a fairness, a balance within your family structure and stuff that you've been working on lately. You get the Seven of Wands. That is you standing in your strength, your knowledge, your power, and standing up, rising above and ascending. You're no longer putting up with the crap from below. You're not fighting it anymore. You're standing up in your own power and you're taking charge. And we get the Nine of Pentacles. This is the outcome of your standing up for yourself. It gives you financial security moving forward. So this is a great card. You're finally getting that balance in and taking that control. And you're doing that with the inspiration of Pentacles. This is that Queen of Pentacles. You've got the light bulb on, the ideas moving forward. You've got your book of faith here that's helping guiding you in the direction you want to go, doing the right thing for you and not necessarily letting other people take advantage of the situation. You're standing in your own truth. You're standing in your own knowledge and you're taking the action, taking control now. Oh, I got to read this card. Spirit says, stay in the present. Always function from the present. Don't function from the past. Function from the present forward. It's going to have you making your best decisions as you move forward in life. As we go into the reading, we get the inspiration of Swords. This is you. The inspiration is the Queen of Swords. She inspires the king. The kings are always the embodiments, the inspiration of Swords. This is that queen that does not take no for an answer. She doesn't take the bullshit, the crap coming towards her. She's standing in her truth, her strength, her power. She's that lioness that is going to take charge of making the decisions for what is right for her. So this is the energy in which you're standing with. You're doing this in total faith. You get the oneness card. The card that this deck is named after this is your connection with your divine energy, with the energy of God or whatever you want to call your higher power. I call him God because that's the way I was raised. So my word, my choice. But whatever works for you. This is your connection with the highest divine, your trust, your faith, and moving forward. This is your faith energy that's going to allow you to move forward. You get nostalgia here. Yes, you're going to take a look backwards to stay moving forward because you have to take a look back at what you've been going through this past few months and how this energy has been working in your life. And know that you have made mistakes along the way. It's no longer yours to hold that nostalgia for the past, and this is the way it's always done. It's time to recognize that you have evolved. You're standing in your own strength, your own power, and it's you that are making the decisions. You don't have to stand in the energy of being the caretaker for everybody else and not taking care of yourself. This is you standing in that strength and that power now, moving forward and acknowledging yourself and where you've got, where you've been, and where you're going, because you're the one that is driving this chariot. You're taking full charge ahead, and you're moving forward in this energy of life now. You're in control. You're making the decisions, and you're not allowing anybody else to make these decisions for you as you charge forward. This is going to bring you success. And I love it. You get the action of cups. This is the abundance that comes with life. The action, of course, this is the Knight of Cups. This is a slow and steady moving night. This is not a false night. This is a night that will bring you abundance on a slow, steady pace. So as you're moving forward in the energy of the now, with your faith, with your knowledge of the past, and you're driving your own chariot, this is bringing you forward in abundance. Blessings to you. And I love the forward energy moving on during this period of time for you. So I think you got a great start to the new beginning, and you got faith on your side, and your strength being that inspiration of Swords, not taking any BS from anybody. And being present in every moment of your life, making the decisions, moving forward, and not allowing somebody to manipulate you in the direction they want you to go, which is usually only for their best interest, not for yours or for your family. So hold on to your strength. You've got this, and keep on moving forward. And next up is Tony. Tony. We got to catch up at some point in time, Tony. Give me a call. No, it's got my phone on me, so call me anytime. I know you're busy too. It's going to be a slow week, Tony. Then it's moving forward. Okay. Underlying card of the reading is that High Priestess. You are the High Priestess. You are the one that is setting your faith and your spirituality as you're moving forward in this period of time. Be in the present. It's going to be a theme today. Yes, stay in the present. Don't wander in the past of what's gone on in the past. You need to stay in that present moving forward. Options and opportunities are coming your way with the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, these are the truths. These are things that you stand for. This is probably that proposal you've been working on and waiting for answers on. That should be coming forward now. And you get the action of Swords. Yes, this is you taking action in your truth, in your proposals, in that energy. So you are going to be making very positive decisions for yourself as you move forward. What is it going to bring you? It's going to bring you abundance with that golden egg. I love this card. The hen that laid the golden egg. This is going to be bringing you abundance towards your family. And you are the emperor. So you are standing in that strength and faith energy. Right now, you're coming into the reading with a little bit of despair, a little bit of depression. As I get the Five of Cups, this Five of Cups, it always reminds me of living in Oregon, where you have a heavy cloud cover and the rain, and that brings depression and brings sadness, and you're about ready to snap out of this energy because opportunities are definitely coming your way, and it's going to bring you forward, moving in a positive light. You get that Two of Wands. This is that action energy. You've taken the action. Now you're waiting to make the decision, take an offer and make the decision. It is surrounded by that lucky onyx, bringing you positive energy and opportunities coming your way. That they are going to be knocking on the door. You're feeling like you've been left out in the cold as this period has been slowly working its way energy through the field, but you are not left out in the cold. those opportunities are coming towards you. So this is in the center of the reading. This is about ready to get broke, and those opportunities are moving forward, is going to shift you out of that feeling of this is never going to make, it's not going to happen. Yeah, it is going to happen. It's something we talked about, is it wasn't going to happen as quickly as we thought it should. It should have fell on face lots. But with everything changing in the government and finances and policies and all that, it has gotten slowed way down. They're still working on that reorganization, and they are looking at your proposals very, very strongly. So I do see this coming to a fruition, because it's moving you into the Ten of Cups. That is that financial, happy family, prosperity coming your way. This is going to be abundance being fulfilled in your life. This could be financial. This could be just security, job security, and abundance as you move forward in through the organization. You start shifting jobs. You will be celebrating though, because we get the Three of Cups. So let's have coffee and let's celebrate the changes coming forward in your life. They are coming forward, and they're coming in a positive way. I want to get some clarifiers. Let's see how this is going. You get the Seven of Swords. This is you rising above, standing in your truth, in that energy, the good fight you put on with this proposal. You get the Five of Swords. This is that cup out in that sea that you struck out there, and you put this out there. And here's this dried up sea, but there's your cup sitting in the middle of it with life all around it, and your cup being fulfilled. So this is abundance in a desert situation. I like that. It's not a down card, it's an up card. And then we get the Four of Swords. I like that these are all swords cards that you have supporting this energy moving forward. You're standing in your truth, your strength. And this is the strength that you set the foundation of this proposal, and you brought it to fruition now. So blessings, blessings. Let me know how things are going, because if it hasn't happened yet, it is on the verge of happening. And it's followed by the World card for the final card of the reading. So trust that it is moving forward now in a positive light. Yes, it's been long coming. You've taken a lot of steps to work towards that success, but that success is coming towards you, and you will be standing in your truth and the prosperity that brings you forward in that truth. So I love the reading. So blessings to you, Tammy. Give me a buzz. Let's catch up. Once I get the house on the market and I'm headed east, we will hook up. After I get settled in, my husband's going to go to Texas and help his sister out settling his mother's estate for a couple months. So I'll be settling into the house and unpacking, and then probably doing a little bit of traveling while he's in Texas taking care of his mom's estate. His sister's the only one back there. His other sister is incapacitated. You can do the math on that one yourself. Have the ability to help out with anything, and his brother passed away the year before last, so he's no longer there. So it is just him and his sister. So I thought once we got the furniture moved, I can unload, I can unpack. It's gone throwing his boxes in his room. He can unpack when he gets home. And I can get the rest of the house organized and the way I want it. He gets the garage where his toys and equipment go. So we'll find balance in that. Okay, next up is Cheryl. I can get my Okay, come on. This page is driving me crazy. It's the user, it's not the computer, right? Oh my God, Sarah. I have to track down Dean. I called him yesterday. He was in Kentucky. Something to do with his daughter's college. I think they had seminars and stuff for incoming students and picking them up with the different services and stuff. And he's been nonstop busy since he got back from the Caribbean, and he's sporting a wonderful tan. I can get him to slow down long enough. I'll have him come on and join us. And he's only a couple weeks from getting back ready to go back to school. He has a short summer when he does summer school, and then he takes a vacation. And hasn't fully dealt with his daughter flying the coop and going off to college yet. I'm waiting for that to catch up with him. I keep on telling him, "Oh yeah, you're not going to spend a dime. You drawn the line in the sand." Uh-huh. I believe you. Nope. I said, it's going to cost you a lot more than you think, because you're not going to leave your daughter out there high and dry trying to figure it all out on her own. Doesn't quite work that way. I said, and you love your daughter as much as I love mine. This will be fun. A fun adventure. She's not that far from home. She's like within 3 hours drive from his house. He lives in Nebraska and she's going to school in Kansas. So, hop, skip, and a jump over the borders. But all the success in the world to him, and yep, he'll be an empty nester. Okay, Cheryl. Underlying card of the reading is be present. Be present in your life. Be present in the moment. Live in the present. Don't live in your past. By doing that, this is going to allow you to acknowledge the abundance in your life, because you have abundance coming your way with that Nine of Pentacles. It is also, you also have the Inspiration of Pentacles. This is representing you. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is your light bulb, your faith. This is your trusting in your intuition. This is trusting in your ability to handle your finances and bring abundance success your way. And you're functioning from your higher self. Yes, with that Inspiration of Pentacles, that faith, that light bulb, those ideas. Yes, you're using your higher self energy to connect with your higher self to make decisions as you go forward. You have options coming into this period of time, and you have the Two of Wands. Of course, you got your lucky Onyx Pentacle giving you good luck and opportunity coming your way that's going to bring you success. So as those opportunities approach, look at each opportunity as a way to have success and make a decision on which action you're going to take as you move forward. Wands are always action cards, so don't just sit on the opportunity waiting for the opportunity to choose itself. You are going to have to act on the opportunities as you move forward to bring that to fruition. You get the Spirit of Swords. This is that Page of Swords telling you, stand in your truth, stand in your strength. use that knowledge and energy to draw you forward. You have the strength to move forward in this positive energy, and it's going to bring you success. And I love that it goes from the Page of Swords right into the embodiment of swords. This is that King of Swords energy. This is that king that stands in his power and his truth and his strength. He stands up to the uh, energy of his kingdom and is willing to fight to the last nail to have positive outcome in his direction, and as he's standing in the truth of how he's representing his life and his kingdom. You have the Spirit of Wands. That is that Page of Wands telling you have the knowledge, the power, that fire energy to take action and to move forward into it and to live up to that strength that king is representing. So take action as you're moving forward. You have opportunities and action that you'll be taking that'll bring you success. And what is this going to do? This is going to set your foundation in your faith with the Hierophant card. This is your connection with your higher self, with your spiritual belief, with your spirituality and your connection with God and your higher powers. This is carrying you right now, this faith that and knowledge that you have that's bringing you forward. You are being guided through this period of time, and it's going to bring you success and stability. So trust in the energy in which you're working down. Like at the beginning of the reading, it says, be in the present. Be in the present of what? Of spirit, of your guides, of faith. And this is going to provide you quite well abundance and security throughout this period of time. So blessings to you, Cheryl. I love these cards. I love the readings that I'm getting from the cards today. So, and I think I got everybody on the list, and since somebody snuck in, let's see, I got Tammy, Baby, Trenzone, Cheryl, Tony, and I'm not going to be in Texas at all. My husband is going to be in, where was he born? He was born in, starts with an A, not Austin. Where's Austin? His mom is from Granbury, which is about an hour north of Waco, and she's about, his sister lives about an hour and a half in one of the major cities that starts with an A. And I'm not familiar with Texas because I'm not from Texas. I can't think of the name. Let me throw some names out that starts with A. Yeah, it's that city. I don't think it's Augustus, something like that. I don't know. It's near one of the major airports. Anyways, he'll be in that region, but the property that they're working on is in Granbury. She has a 6-acre, really beautiful piece of property. It's 6 acres. It's right along the lakes, and they're just cleaning it up to get it on the market and brushing it. And nobody's been out there. She's been down for about 3 years now. So they've got to tackle the weeds and the grass and stuff like that, and just get the property clean to put on the market. It's 6 acres. It has water. It's got, it's fully plumbed. They've got, she's got a trailer house on it, and a huge Quonset hut, which is, those of you that don't know what a Quonset hut is, it's like one of those big military buildings with the dome roofs on it. This is a full-size one. This is a military-size one that is full of tools, equipment, and stuff. His father was an engineer, aeronautic engineer for the Air Force. He's 22 years of service with the Air Force, and then after he retired, he went to work for Paris as an engineer at Paris, building airplanes and stuff, federal contracts. And so, yeah, so they got that big Quonset hut that they need to finish cleaning out and just getting the property under control and back on the market. They've had one offer. One lady wants to steal the property and turn it into a small home development, but she wants the property basically for free. And they said no. So they're wanting to find a single buyer with somebody that wants to come in and build a big house on this property, etc. So anyways, they'll be working on that, and it's got a lot of mesquite and stuff like that on it. So they got some brushing to do and things like that, just because it hasn't been maintained for the last 3 years. And anybody that's owned property knows that if you have property and you haven't done the weed control and the grass control and all that, it can be taken over quite easily. So they've got some work ahead on that to get that property primed and back on the market, and then they can move forward on that. So I'm going to send him over for a month or two to contribute his time into helping his sister out, because she's just one person. They're 2 years apart. They're best of friends, and they can tackle it together and take care of the estate, and get that all taken care of and get it back on the market and sold off, so they can divide the estate between the three of them. So anyways, he'll be off doing that. I think it'll be good for him to spend some time with his family too. It's been since his father's death since he's been back there, where him and Tina went through and did a bunch of work getting the house, property under control, because Dad had been sick for about 2 years, 3 years, about 2 years. He had passed away from prostate cancer, and his mother just passed away recently. She went into full renal failure. On top of that, she had sudden dementia that kicked in about the time she was going into renal failure. It sort of triggered everything, and she went pretty quickly. This last month, it's been a hard month on him, so we've been working through that and then trying to get house under control, and me complaining all the time to him, you need to get moving, you need to get moving. Yeah, it's been a lot of stress, so hopefully we'll get that all taken care of. We'll be getting moved out. I've been doing a lot of it on my own. He's been helping here or there. I've got a backyard project for him. I bought him the equipment to get our backyard under control. And then we're off to go. We've got a lot of stuff going into a garage sale, which I will be holding one of these weekends coming up. I need to finish getting the rest of the house cleared out so I can get rid of all the excess things that don't belong on the moving truck, because we are downsizing by about 150 square feet, which is basically a room, but it's a downsize, and we've got more furniture than we need. So we are going through and selectively keeping just specific items. I don't like a cluttered house, and I want just the basics. We're getting rid of our beds, mattresses. We're keeping our bed frames. We're getting rid of the mattresses. We're getting rid of the living room furniture. I will replace the couch. I'm keeping my husband's recliner, and I have a side chair that I'm absolutely in love with. That'll go into my living room. I'd like to get rid of the recliner because it doesn't go with anything. But I keep on telling them, you need that in your bedroom. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Anyways, gonna buy a new couch because I want a sleeper sofa, because we'll be an hour from my daughter's house and half hour from the coast. So, and it's the area of the coast that they like to visit on a regular basis. So we'll be getting them popping through on a regular basis. It's a lot easier to drive 20 minutes from the coast to my house and stay overnight than it is to drive an hour and a half all the way home and back the next day. And I'm open for it. So look forward to having the family popping in and out on the way through and grabbing us on the way to the beach too, which will be fun because I love to kayak, and my daughter and my granddaughter both love to kayak. So I grew up kayaking, so I'm looking forward to it. My daughter doesn't think I can do it anymore. I will prove her wrong. It is not that difficult. I got all kinds of body strength. As long as I don't have to jog, I'm good. Anyways, I'm looking forward to getting out there and getting my life on its new adventure with family on that end. So, anyways, I will be back tomorrow at 3:00 to do oracle readings. And I will pull my oracle decks. They're all right here behind me in my box here. So I will pull oracle readings tomorrow. I will do personal readings. So anybody that wants to do a donation, I'll do a mix of oracle and tarot for personal readings if you'd like to join in on that. And I will be setting that show up in just a few minutes. Blessings to you all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully you are not dying of heat like I will be tomorrow. Today it's going to be 98, which is borderline hot. Anything over 98 degrees, anything over body temperature becomes hot in my area. So it's going to be 100 degrees tomorrow. My air conditioner is going to be running overtime to keep my house cool. But we'll make it through that. And then we're going to be dropping back into the 90s, the high 90s, hopefully further down. I haven't seen the week forecast yet, but this is the hottest part of the year in California. We have a long period of time between July and, believe it or not, 2 weeks at mid-October, 2 weeks before Halloween, we finally get into the fall temperatures here, which makes August and September ridiculously hot because we can hit up into 110 to 120 degrees during August and September. Hopefully, let's pray to God that we do not have a 3-week 115 plus degree weather. It's been a few years since we've had that, but when we get those, it is absolutely unbelievably miserably hot. The air becomes very stagnant, and we get what we call the Santa Anas. It's the depression that comes from the south. It comes in, and then it feels like it's just putting pressure down onto the earth, and you feel like you're suffocating. The air isn't moved, the wind's not blowing, and it becomes really stagnantly hot. So hopefully we're not going to have those heavy Santa Anas. We can pray that the wind keeps blowing from the west and moves in and blows some of this hot air out, and we won't get so bad. Let's pray that we don't have more fires. I know they're having some fires in Northern California right now, up into Washington and Oregon. Those are the ones we worry about because those are the ones that has high timber, that can get as bad as the ones that they're having on the east coast of Canada that our idiot president wants to charge a tariff for. All things like they can control the wind. There's a natural airflow that comes from Canada into the United States along the whole northern border. All our northern winds come from that region. So they get a fire, we get stuck with the smoke. If we get a fire in Oregon, Washington, we send the same amount of smoke up to BC as they're sending down to us if they catch on fire. It's a whirlwind. It's an airflow thing. And the Canadian government has been phenomenal about helping the United States fight fires, and we should be in turn doing the same thing. I haven't heard because I'm not living, my mom's passed away, and I'm not living near any of the people I grew up with running fires and running those right now. I think Linda G is about the closest thing to hearing about fire news as I'm getting now. But hopefully we are committed to work together. All the fire agencies tend to work together statewide, getting these wildfires under control because they are extremely dangerous, and they can cause a tremendous amount of loss of land and resources and wildlife. So they work really diligently to get them under control. And nobody's out there with a rake raking the forest to prevent forest fires. It doesn't quite work that way. You remember, our president is delusional. Anyways, let's pray to God that all the firefighters are safe and protected while they're working on getting control of these wildfires, both in the United States and in Canada, and that we can get them put out as quickly as possible to bring air quality back under control and the loss of life and wildlife down. Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern or Pacific time. That's 4 or 5, 6 Eastern time. And you guys have a really good rest of your day and a beautiful tomorrow.